region. Both 2-seed Kentucky and 3-seed UCLA are favored by 4 points in their matchups on Sunday. The Wildcats face 10-seed Wichita State. The Bruins face 6-seed Cincinnati. You got to decide who's more likely to cover. Are you going to go with Kentucky or UCLA?
Wow. Tough games, man. I really don't like these games.
Here.
I don't like these games. I don't like this is normally I'll have a hunch one way or another. I am like 51-49 on both these games. And I think honestly, Cincinnati probably scares me a little bit more than Wichita State. So I think the more likely to cover is Kentucky because I think there's something personal in this for Wichita State. We remember a couple years back when Wichita State was perfect and they came into the big dance with the perfect record, trying to get that undefeated season, first one since Indiana in the late 70s. And Kentucky was the team that beat them. Don't you think that Greg Marshall and the Shockers have forgotten that? And even though it's a completely different class of kids here with Kentucky and with Wichita State, as a program, they'd love to kind of serve some redemption for that loss that ended their perfect season hopes a couple years ago. But even that being said, I just think Kentucky's got too much talent. The fact that Bam Adebayo is kind of coming on and is such a tough matchup because he's so big. I mean, he's just such a force, so wide and broad in the middle of that paint. I just don't know that Wichita State is anyone that can match up with him. And we know all about Monk and Fox. Monk is just a tremendous offensive player that could hit 10 threes in a game. He could beat you in the paint and get you off the dribble, come around screens. And Fox is kind of that creator, that maestro that makes everything go. I don't love them to cover, but I like them to cover, and slightly more than UCLA to cover, because I think what Mick Cronin's doing in Cincinnati and the way he's coached up these Bearcats, it's going to be a tough game for UCLA. I think they probably win. I think it's going to be close. It could cover 4. They might not. They might lose the game outright. It's like, throw something against the wall, see if it sticks. And I think the fact that UCLA is so freshman based in terms of the core of their talent with Ball, Leaf, and these guys, there's a chance I can see Cincinnati unnerving them a little bit and kind of pulling that thread of that sweater and seeing that the freshman nerves come unwound a little bit and
You
unravel.
haven't been talking to LeVar Ball at all then?
No, I haven't. I obviously haven't. He hasn't returned my calls. LeVar?
I think you would have a different answer in this segment.
Hit me back, LeVar.
If you had been talking to LeVar Ball.
I think I probably would too. They both could cover, but by the slimmest of margins, I'd say the more likely to cover is Kentucky.